Welcome to the Stoic tide. If you want a woman to be absolutely addicted to you in the bedroom, and I mean so obsessed that she's texting you at 2 a.m., begging for you to come over or dragging you into bed every chance that she gets, then there is something that you need to understand about female psychology. Most guys think they know what women want in the bedroom, but they're focused on all the wrong things. Sorry, but it's true. And that's why women are not screaming their names or fantasizing about them when they're not around. I don't want you to be one of those guys. I want women to think the opposite about you. So pay close attention, because I'm about to give you the real secret to driving her wild with pleasure every single time. Plus, I'm going to show you 5 ways to implement this secret right away to make any woman lose control. So if that sounds good, let's dive in. So what is it that women are desperately craving from you in bed that has the power to make her obsessed with you? Well, I surveyed over 10,000 women about their biggest bedroom frustrations, and 81% of them said the same thing to me. They want men who take complete control and be assertive in bed. Not aggressive, but assertive. There's a huge difference between aggressive and assertive. You see, women spend their entire day making decisions. Our brain is filled with decisions. What to wear, what to eat, what to say in meetings, how to handle drama with friends, how to handle our children. We're constantly in our heads analyzing, planning, controlling everything. So when we get in the bedroom, we want to completely surrender that control to a man who knows exactly what he's doing and exactly what he wants. We want to feel like we can just let go and be taken. So this is so hardwired into female psychology. Every romance novel, every fantasy, every late-night confession between girlfriends, it all comes back to the same thing. A confident man who takes charge and leads us through an intense, passionate sexual experience. That GR like my girlfriends say. But here's the problem. Most guys are too scared to step into that assertive or dominant role. They're worried about being too aggressive or crossing a line, which I totally understand. But this leads to them playing it safe and making it very boring. They timidly ask for permission. They're gentle when she wants intensity, and they let her lead when she wants to be led. And if you're doing the same, it's no wonder that women are not going crazy for you. But here's the good news. Now that you know this, and now that you understand this fundamental truth about women, you can make that shift. You can go from timid and boring to assertive and dominant in the bedroom. And as your ever-reliable wing girl, I'm going to show you how. In fact, I'm going to give you 5 simple ways to be more assertive and dominant in bed. That's guaranteed to drive women absolutely wild. And even if you do 2 or 3 of these things properly, you are going to be better in bed than 99% of men out there and have women come back to you over and over again. So pay close attention as I go over these tactics one by one. So number 1, control her movement. This is about physically guiding her exactly where you want her to go. When you're kissing, grab her hips and pull her closer to you. When you want to change positions, don't just ask, move her. Grab her waist, flip her over, pull her to the edge of the bed, push her gently against a wall. Okay, again, like don't slam women into walls. Use your hands to position her head exactly where you want it. Guide her hands to touch you where you want to be touched. The key is being decisive and confident in your movements. She doesn't want to have to think about what to do next. She wants you to show her what to do next. When you take control of her body like this, it sends a message to her brain. This man knows exactly what he wants, and he's going to take it, and I'm going to allow him to take it. And that makes her feel incredibly feminine and desired and sexy. And most guys are way too passive with this. They'll gently suggest or ask her what she wants to do, which is kind. But what she really wants is for you to take charge and move her around without hesitation. And if there's any discomfort at any point, you take a step back and you adjust, right? Because that means that you're paying attention to her. But if she seems okay, you move her like you want to and allow her to go with the flow. Number 2, use your voice the right way. I'm not talking about dirty talk here. I'm talking about the way you speak to her. Your voice should be deeper, slower, and more commanding in the bedroom. Instead of asking, "Is that okay?" you say, "You like that." Instead of saying, "What do you want me to do?" you tell her, "I'm going to make you come so hard." Right? Don't ask her, tell her. Instead of whispering timidly, you speak with authority right in her ear. The tone of your voice should communicate that you are completely in control of the situation. When you give her instructions, don't make them sound like requests. Say, "Turn around," not, "Can you turn around, please?" Say, "Look at me," not, "Will you look at me?" Say, "Spread your legs." It's not, "Can you please spread your legs for me?" It right, and it's not too aggressive. It's just clearer, more direct, and more controlled. Your voice should have that commanding quality that makes her brain shut off and her body just respond. And obviously, there has to be trust built up between you to be able to talk like this. But this taps into something primal in women, where they respond to masculine authority. When you speak with confidence and command it makes her feel safe to completely let go. Number 3, control the pace and intensity. This is where most guys get it completely wrong. They think being a good lover means going hard and fast all the time. But being assertive in bed is about controlling the rhythm and making her wait for what she wants. So I want you to start slow and I want you to build that tension. Make her beg for more intensity. When she's getting close to climax, I want you to slow down or even stop completely. Make her look at you and ask permission to finish. Build her up again, then pull it back again. You're in complete control of her pleasure and she needs to play by your rules, right? This is a fun game. This drives women absolutely crazy because it shows you're not desperate to get her off too quickly. You're confident enough to take your time and make her wait for it and let it build. Which again, it builds massive amounts of sexual tension. So you finally do let her release. It feels 10 times more intense because of all that built-up tension. All right, number 4, give directions. Don't make requests. Here's something that will completely change your bedroom game. Stop asking her what she'd like to do and start telling her what you want. Instead of you saying, "Do you want to touch yourself?" You say, "I want you to touch yourself as I penetrate you." Or, "I just want you to touch yourself." Instead of saying, "Do you want to go down on me now?" You can say, "I want you to get on your knees right now." Instead of, "Is this good?" you say, "Tell me how much you love this." The difference might seem really small, but psychologically it's massive. When you give directions like that, you're positioning yourself as the one in control. When you make requests, you're giving her the role of a leader and putting yourself in a submissive position. Believe it or not, women want to feel like they're satisfying your desires. We want to feel needed and wanted by a man who knows exactly what he wants. So start every interaction with what you want from her. Make her put in some work to please you instead of you constantly working to please her. This doesn't mean being selfish. It means being confident in your own desires and expressing them clearly with her. If she says no to something, you have to respect that. Respect her boundaries and move on. No big deal. But don't hesitate. Tell her exactly what it is that you want. It's ridiculously sexy when guys do that. It's super sexy when women do it. Number 5, use strategic restraint. This is the most advanced technique, but it's incredibly powerful. I'm talking about physically restraining her in some way during intimacy. Again, you have to ask permission for all of these things as well, but just okay, so this could be putting handcuffs on her, tying her hands up or pinning her arms behind her back when you're taking her from behind, or holding her face in your hands and making her look at you. Even something as simple as grabbing her hair and pulling her head back. Again, not a little bit more gently, but still in control. The key is that you can't move freely. You're controlling her completely. And again, I'm going to repeat it again. This has to be discussed between the two of you before. This steps into the deepest part of female psychology, where they want to feel completely overpowered by masculine strength. Obviously, this needs to be consensual and you need to read her signals. But when done right, this level of physical dominance will make her lose her mind. She'll feel like she's completely yours in the best possible way. And that feeling is what will make her absolutely obsessed with you and dying to have sex with you. So now that you know this, pick 1 or 2 of these tactics and put it to use. You would be amazed to see how women respond to it.